Imagine you are deep underground, like covered in dust, working a grueling shift in a mine.
Just one small gear in this enormous machine.
Right, pulling wealth out of the earth for somebody else. But then, imagine climbing out of that shaft, turning around, and eventually owning a dominating share of that exact same industry.
It is a wild thought.
It really is. Welcome to today's deep dive. We are thrilled to have you with us as we unpack a fascinating stack of sources today. We've got everything from regional business profiles to a few very flashy lifestyle articles.
Yeah, it's an incredible narrative arc. We're looking at the life of Solly Soka Madibela.
Also known as MySol.
Exactly, MySol. He went from being a literal mine worker in Belpong, in South Africa's northwest province, to heading up a phenomenally successful chrome mining empire.
So our mission today is to figure out exactly how he did that. I mean, how does sheer grit and localized knowledge actually disrupt such an entrenched sector?
Well, we have to start with his business, MySol Holdings. He founded it in 2018.
With the stated goal of creating real economic empowerment for his local community, right?
Right. And the growth timeline is just steep. The business reports show he launched with about 38 employees.
Which isn't a lot for mining.
Not at all. But today, they operate 8 active open-cast chrome sites for the mining giant Salmon Core Chrome.
Wow.
Yeah, stretching all the way from Moonui to Brits.
Before we talk numbers, let's just clarify open-cast mining for anyone who, isn't an engineer.
Good idea.
This isn't tunneling deep underground. Open-cast means extracting resources from a massive pit that is open to the surface.
Which requires an absolute armada of heavy earth-moving equipment.
Exactly. Bulldozers, excavators, dump trucks. Which brings up a huge question. How does a guy with 38 employees afford that kind of fleet?
Well, he didn't buy it, he rented it.
Wait, really? Just rent it?
Yeah, that was his crucial lever. Instead of trying to raise tens of millions in venture capital to purchase heavy machinery outright, he relied mostly on rented equipment to start digging immediately.
That's basically the heavy industry equivalent of a tech startup using cloud servers.
Oh, that's a perfect comparison.
Right. Like, instead of building a billion-dollar server farm before you even have a product, you just went the computing power you need. It lets you scale up or down instantly without the crushing upfront costs.
Precisely. And he could operate that rented equipment with ruthless efficiency because he knew the pain points of the Northwest mining belt from the inside.
Because he actually worked there.
Exactly. When you have personally worked the rock face, you know exactly how many hours an excavator should take to clear a section.
Compared to what, like a spreadsheet in a corporate office dictates?
Yes. He optimized logistics, reduced downtime, and just squeezed margins that outsiders couldn't even see.
Wow.
That lived experience allowed him to jump from producing 50,000 tons of chrome a month to 450,000 tons.
450,000. That is like a local lemonade stand turning into a national beverage conglomerate almost overnight.
It really is. And, when you scale production tenfold, the profits follow.
Right, which shifts our focus to where that money actually goes.
Sure.
The financial profiles estimate his net worth is now somewhere between 500 million and 1 billion rand.
Staggering numbers.
And he recently celebrated a birthday by gifting himself a 22 million rand fully bespoke Brabus Rolls-Royce Cullinan.
Built from scratch.
A one-of-a-kind beast of a car. But, I have to push back here a bit.
Okay, go for it.
He started this company on a mission of local empowerment. Doesn't dropping 22 million rand on a luxury tank directly contradict that? Like, couldn't that money have funded a dozen local startups in Belpong?
It's a completely valid critique. And it raises a complex point about how power and stability are signaled in heavy industry.
How so?
Well, in the mining sector, securing lucrative long-term contracts with legacy giants like Salmon Core Chrome requires projecting absolute financial invulnerability.
Oh, so you have to prove you aren't going anywhere.
Exactly. That Rolls-Royce isn't just a car. It functions as a highly calculated, very public statement of capitalization.
I see. So you're saying it's essentially a billboard.
Pretty much.
A 22 million rand leather-lined billboard telling the legacy players, hey, I have the capital to play at your level. I mean, I might debate the resource allocation, but I can see the brutal business logic in it.
Exactly. And it also sends a really potent psychological message to his workforce.
Which has grown from 38 to 2,500 people now.
It's physical proof that the systemic ceiling in their industry has been shattered by one of their own.
Solly Soka Madibela undeniably leveraged his grassroots knowledge to build an unstoppable force.
Going from holding the tools to commanding the fleet.
Absolutely. But it brings us right
H12,
back
he coded
to
his
those
own game
2,500
called Blastar
employees
and sold it
working
for
in his open
$500
task today.
First win
Here's
unlocked.
something for you to ponder as we
H12, he
wrap up.
coded his own game called Blastar
Will the
and
very
sold it for
empire he built to
$500.
empower the community
First win
eventually
unlocked.
produce the next generation of ambitious mine workers?
The ones ready to break off.
Exactly. Ready to break off, rent their own equipment, and challenge his throne.